Peace, everybody. What's going on? My name is Bigger, in case you didn't know. And today what I want to talk about is along the lines of what my last video was talking about, which is protecting your peace, right? And over the last, I would say probably about 4 or 5 years of my life, I've been really investing myself and investing my energy into finding my peace, and not only finding my peace but maintaining my peace. And for a very, very long time I thought that because I'm generally a very kind of simple, basic kind of person, I felt that it would be easy for me to find my peace and maintain it. And as I found, one of the things that was preventing that from happening was my allowance of people, right? And the way that I allowed certain people to bring a certain type of energy around me, even though that was the exact same energy that I had been working so hard to move past and leave behind me. And going back to what I said in the other video, a lot of times these relationships are forged through traumatic experiences or common traumatic bonds even, right? And because of those trauma bonds, we feel kind of obligated to still let this person bring that same kind of energy to us, even though we've done so much work to kind of transcend that, right? And the thing that I've realized that we absolutely positively have to do is that we have to make a choice. And it's not even a hard choice. It's not a difficult choice. Choosing your personal peace over somebody else's trials and tribulation it's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that you can't deal with the empathetic side of you. That's not saying that you can't be there for other people. That's not saying that you can't help people get through certain situations or be an ear to listen to or a shoulder to cry on. What that means is that you are not letting that person or their trials and tribulations negatively affect your energy level to where it's brought down to where they are. Right? And a lot of times that's hard to do. And when it becomes too hard to do, or you start to meet resistance, then there's only one thing that you can do at that point, which is X that person out of your life. And that is where a lot of us end up falling short, right? I know myself personally, that is where I fell short for the longest period of time. I felt a sense of obligation. I felt a sense of comfort and complacency with these people, and like I said before, I kind of just attributed the actions that they were exhibiting as their personality trait. And I talked myself into believing that if I actually cared for this person, then I would tolerate this and let all of this kind of energy still be around and still exist unchecked. And I realized that that was making it that much harder for me to find inner peace, right? And what I did was, one of the first things that I did, I started kind of redirecting conversations. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called me up, and it's very easy to spot these people, you know, because you don't really hear from them for extended periods of time. But when you do hear from them at some point in that conversation, and the bulk of that conversation is usually filled with drama, whether it's their drama that they heard about or something like that. So what I started doing was I started redirecting conversations. And fortunately, a lot of the people who I really wanted to remain a part of my life, they took that redirection, and, you know, we talked about other things, and, you know, the energy changed. And unfortunately, there were some people who I wanted to, you know, who I felt would actually get it, and, you know, they were resistant to it, or they kept being persistent with bringing that kind of negativity. And then I just had to step it up to, and let them know, hey, listen, this is what's going on with me. I'm not here for none of that. I don't care about any of that. And it doesn't, like with me specifically, it was like hood drama, things that were still going on in Brooklyn, people getting killed, people getting into beef with other people, who was sleeping with who, like just like nonsensical BS that definitely did not affect me, being so far removed from those situations. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, like I'm not into reality TV or any of that kind of drama. I don't like that. So for me, finding my peace is hearing good things about people, or having discussions about ideas about building something, or something that we are aspiring to do. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that for me are equated to my inner peace, right? Because part of my inner peace does involve other people, but it's my inner peace, and I have to be the one to control that. So my message to you is, first things first, define what peace looks like to you, because it looks different to all of us. Then think about honestly to yourself what you are willing to tolerate and what you are willing, or what you're not willing to tolerate. Right? Write that down. And anybody in your life who gives you more of the negative than the positive, well, you know what to do. And I guarantee you that you will be that much closer to your peace. And that's not saying that there's still not going to be turbulence. I'm not even saying that it's not going to be a turbulent emotional roller coaster with that person or those people who you have to cut off. What I'm saying to you is that ultimately you will achieve that inner peace, and you will find that it worked out for the best. Because the reality is that the more negative energy you remove from your life is the more room that you're making for positive energy in your life. And if you don't believe that, I honestly believe that that's part of your problem. So with that said, I say peace and love. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, share the video. I'm trying to kind of make some things happen. Also, you definitely want to join the Patreon. Link is in the description. So I'll see y'all soon. Peace.